Hey, what's going on? This is Hank Klinger here. I just want to shoot a quick video review about The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, the story of Danny Millman. This movie was absolutely phenomenal. I just got done watching The Peaceful Warrior less than maybe a half an hour ago, and Danny Millman is a total inspiration to everybody in the world. He's an inspiration to me. Amazing story of triumph, amazing story of belief, of dedication, of growth, of evolution, of transformation, and of going after your dreams like nothing else in the world exists. Now, I can really relate to Danny because I've gone through this growth and this evolution myself. And this movie, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, it stars, I can't remember the main character's name, but it's got Nick Nolte as the old, he calls him Socrates throughout the movie. And he is the wise sage, if you will, who pretty much figured out the meaning of life, which is to live in the moment and to really be okay with everything that's around you at the time. And the story of Danny Millman is this is based on a true story, on actual events. He was a phenomenal gymnast looking to go to the Olympics for trials in the Olympics and in high school, and was really on top of the world as far as that aspect goes. But he has a huge ego and was very arrogant about everything and thought that he deserved the world and that the world rotated around him. And he got the girls, he did the partying, but he was really selfish and hurt a lot of people around him. And he just lived life on the edge at the same time and didn't appreciate what he really had. So the story of this movie is that he gets in a tragic accident and he hurts himself. I mean, to the point where the doctors say he's never going to walk again. And this really happened in real life to Danny Millman. And, by this time he had met Nick Nolte, and they'd done some teachings together, but had fallen out a bit because Danny wasn't ready for it. And after the events happen, he finds that he loses a lot of his friends and a lot of the things that he loved. He comes to a lot of realizations, thinks that he's lost his dreams, and he starts going through these teachings again. He really grows as a person and evolves as a person and starts to understand his past and the things that he used to do, realizes that they weren't a right way, and yet he wanted to be the peaceful warrior now. He wants to attain the true meaning of the word warrior, the peaceful warrior, which is to, be at peace with love and nature and to go after your dreams, but not to be arrogant, not to hold on to your ego, to follow your intuition and your heart instead, and not be boastful and bragging and selfish and lustful and sinful. So he works on himself and he really grows as a person, and he comes to the realization that it's time for him to go for his dream again. And the doctors had told him he'd never walk again. His coach said he's off the team. The Olympic committee made the final decision. There's no way he's going to be able to go for the trials. All his teammates said there's no way. And you know what? He says, I'm going to do it no matter what. He doesn't listen to anybody. And he really rehabilitates himself. And with the help of Nick Nolte, he starts growing as a person. It really focuses a lot on Eastern philosophies about living in the moment and meditation, which I practice every day, I believe. And I'm really trying my hardest to focus on the moment at all times. I catch myself breathing all the time and focusing on my breathing and visualizing everything I do as I'm doing it, and when my mind starts to wander to the past or to the future, I ask myself, where am I? What am I thinking? And I'm really trying to teach myself through meditation and through subliminal audios how to just live in this moment right here, because right now is the most important moment in time. This is what they're trying to convey in The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. And everything's fine right now, and there's really nothing to fear in life. And this is what they're trying to teach too. Even death is just another transformation of life. And to lose the ultimate fear of death and you realize there's nothing left to fear, then you can really grow as a person. You can start understanding life and the world better. And he comes to the realization too throughout this that the whole point of living is to serve and to serve others. And that's what I've realized too, is that service is the ultimate gratitude in life. So I've made it my life's purpose to serve others and to provide value through things like these reviews or inspirational videos or my blog posts, or whatever I can to really help lift people up and inspire others to live life of their dreams, to get out and see the world, because the world's a beautiful place and life's a beautiful thing. And, it's like in Peaceful Warrior, they talk about that life, it's a gift, and this is the best treasure that we have, and it really coincides with the book that I read, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, recently, and it's along the same lines, and it is really the true meaning of happiness is to live in this moment, to appreciate everything that we have right now, and to not hold on to the expectations of the future, because you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You can't predict the future, and you have to be okay with that. You may or may not have the future that you want, but you can always go towards the future that you want, which is the beauty of it, and you don't ever have to stop that, and by doing that, you'll live a very fulfilling life. But okay, back to this movie, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior with Danny Millman, is he goes for his dreams. He goes back and he says, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. And he starts training again, learns to walk again. And he rehabilitates himself, and he starts with the rings again. That was his specialty, you know, the rings that are hanging up. And he keeps going for it, and he keeps going for it. And the day comes where he walks into his gym, you know, that he practiced with at his school, and his coach is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he blows their mind. He does the best routine he'd ever done in his life and just completely blows everybody's mind. You know, he had a few falling out here and there, but through his teachings and becoming the peaceful warrior that he is, he learned about forgiveness, and that forgiveness is another key to happiness and success. You can't hold any grudges, because ultimately all it's doing is hurting yourself. Negative energy is negative energy within you, whether it's directed towards somebody else or directed towards yourself. So he realizes that the forgiveness needs to be there, including forgiving himself, which is a key to happiness in life. Is you have to forgive yourself for your past experiences and your past failures and faults, because we're only human, and it's just the way things happen, you know. And nobody's better than anybody, you know. We're all the same. There's nobody, you know. You realize that too, is that you're no better than anybody in the world, and you're no less than anybody in the world. You're just you. That's the thing. You just need to be the best you that you can be. And this is another message in the way of the peaceful warrior that they try to convey. But regardless, he goes to, you know, he makes it, and he goes to these finals in the Olympics, and he does routine that people said could never be done. You know, he does these moves on the rings, and he lives to his true potential, and he visualizes everything by truly living in the moment. And he becomes the best him that he can be, and the most positive him that he can be, and he starts to spread the word among his friends and family, you know. And he changes himself. He changes and transforms as a human being, and just realizes the gift of life and living in the moment and everything. And I can really relate to this, because this is exactly the transformation that I've been going through. And it's a beautiful, wonderful thing. In the world, you literally transforms around you when you just start to focus on what's around you. And you can look outside and see the beauty in a flower or a tree, or the, you know, the sounds of the birds, or just the breath that you get in the morning when you wake up. It's absolutely an amazing feeling. I love it, and, you know, I love life, and I'm so grateful for everything. And it's great when, you know, movies like The Way of the Peaceful Warrior are really inspiring. You know, I've cut most media out of my life, you know, from news to newspapers to magazines. And it's nice to be able to sit down and actually watch a movie that is inspirational, that's positive, and that really feeds my mind with good things, with good energy, you know, and still be able to relax. But regardless, so, you know, this is the story of Danny Millman, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, with Nick Nolte. And it's an amazing movie. It's absolutely phenomenal. It changed my life just from watching it, you know. It just made me come to a lot of realizations about things that I'd done in my past, you know, which I'm not holding on to, but you don't ever want to forget where you came from, because you could end up right back there. But, you know, I was sloppy for a long time. You know, I had these gifts and these abilities like all of us do. Every single one of us has an amazing gift and an amazing ability that we need to harness, we need to cherish, we need to spread with the world, because it will change the world. It could change thousands of lives, a gift that you have inside of you. You know, and I have a gift inside of me that I didn't use for the longest time because I didn't appreciate it, and I had a big ego, and I was arrogant, you know. But I've gone through a transformation, and I've grown as a person. I realized that I want to spread that gift with the rest of the world, and I want to spread the gift with you and the people that I love and care about, which is everybody. Because like I always say, what I want for me, I want for everybody. And I believe that if I can transform and find true happiness and learn to live in the moment and live life on my terms, that anybody can, and that I'd like to help as many people as I can do that. So, you know, the way the Peaceful Warrior really changed me, and to realize that in my past I'd done things sloppy, like I said, you know, and I had people who always told me that I had a lot of potential and that I was a great person, and, you know, I just kind of shrugged it off, you know, and people tell me that I inspired them, you know, because I didn't have the fear of just going out and living life. And I just kind of shrugged it off, and I wasted a lot of time partying, a lot of times doing drugs and hurting myself, ultimately, and the people around me. But, you know, I went through a lot of changes, and those are different things that I had to go through in my path to put me where I'm at right now, just like Danny Gilman in The Peaceful Warrior had to go through his certain struggles and his learnings and teachings in his life and come to his realizations about his past. And it made him grow as a person, just like it can make any of you grow as a person. So it doesn't matter where you've been at in life. It doesn't matter where you're at right now. What matters is where you want to go, you know, and it all comes with making the decision that you want to change and being aware of the fact that you want to change, and that there's something about your life and yourself, maybe, or your situation that you're not happy with. Being aware of that and wanting to change is the first step, and the next step is to take action with your life, because without taking action, you're never going to get anywhere. So I realized that too, and that's how I was led to, you know, the marketing that I do online and the movement I found here, and that group of people that are completely supportive, Totally badass. Absolutely love them. And they've helped me grow as a person, helped me change my life, and in turn made me want to go out and help people like you change your life and do the same. So if you'd like more information, or if you'd like to connect with me or talk to me, find out about what I do online, or just talk to me, you know, if you need somebody to talk to or whatever, then just take your mouse, click the link below this video. It should lead to my blog. You can go to my blog. You can read some of my articles. I have articles on personal development. I have articles on entertainment, on training for technical skills for working online. All sorts of different stuff. You know, there's stuff that you'll find super interesting. I know you'll love it, so just click the link below this video and go check out my blog. And then when you get there, have a great time. And connect with me on Facebook, Skype, Twitter, wherever. So I love you guys. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you later. Take care.